Hi guys, Greg Howe, S9 Radio. And I just wanted to give you guys a quick example of what can happen with a piece of vintage electronics when powered up into old capacitors. They probably haven't seen any use or any type of charge in a decade or more. This isn't too bad. I've actually seen the undercarriage of these radio chassis charred like the inside of a barbecue. This happens to be a Browning Mark III receiver, by the ways. But anyways, apparently this capacitor was shorted. I can tell that because this rectifier bridge has been replaced with these discrete 3-amp diodes, and rather than use a proper, rather expensive multi-section capacitor, they've chosen to use these Nichicon axial lead capacitors. Nichicon's a great brand, by the ways, but they've used the wrong values. This is a voltage multiplier circuit, and it's important these values be adhered to. In this case, they're 40 microfarad, because now what's going to happen, we've got a 47 here, we've got 100 here, we've got another 100 over here. This voltage multiplier circuit's no longer going to be balanced. In other words, there's going to be some circuits in this radio that are getting more voltage than they should, and there's going to be some that are being starved just because of the capacitive imbalance. A good reason to use the proper capacitor. Also, these things have incredible surge capacity, and because of their enormous size, they have a very large, generous coating of aluminum oxide, which coats the foil inside these. And that aluminum oxide coating is kind of like a car tire. More is better, and it does wear with age. So the more of that coating you've got, the longer the capacitor is going to last in a high voltage application, such as what we're talking about right here, right now. So anyways, once again, this is a rather mild example, just a blown capacitor and some blown rectifiers. The surge protection resistor has been overheated. This is all pretty much par for the course, but this is a reason you don't want to take questionable vintage electronics and replace them powered up into old capacitors. Even using the light bulb ballast resistor trick, the bottom line is these capacitors are 50 years old. You know they're bad. Go ahead and replace them and then power up the piece of electronics. Okay, 73, Greg, S9 Radio.